Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am JayLee. This is JayLeesCorner. Happy Tuesday. It's Tuesday, yeah. Happy Tuesday to all the people. Child, I cannot believe. We're going to get into some things, okay? We will be here for about an hour or two. So please make sure that you have a little bit of juice, some water, whatever it is you want to partake in. Please make sure to also like the video. Okay, like the video. I hope y'all can hear me. I hope I'm not too loud. That circle moving, that's a big old circle, child. It's a big old circle. So I don't want to be too loud. But please make sure to like the video, subscribe to my channel, share this video as well as follow me on social media. And y'all know the comments in the comment section. I feel like it's loud. Okay. Let me just play it a little bit because is it too loud? To partake in. Please make sure to also like. Okay, good. So again, happy Tuesday, tacos, tequilas, and teas, whatever tea you celebrate, get into that and whatnot. And we was live on Saturday. If you missed Saturday Live, go ahead and rewatch it or watch it in whatever. We was live last week on Saturday. We were live on Wednesday last week and also on Tuesday of last week. And we are here. Y'all see how I be color coordinating? Y'all see how your girl be looking? Look, I have been seeing a lot of thumbnails recently that all look the same and all look AI generated. And so I am proud of myself for picking my own pictures, making my own thumbnails, arranging it how I want it to be arranged, and making my thumbnail be real, handmade, real handcrafted, okay? Finding the emojis, child, putting the clown face on thing 1 and thing 2, which is Martell and Coleslaw. I will never call that girl anything other than Coleslaw. I will never call that lady anything other than Coleslaw, okay? Anyway, but I like my Sunday. Okay, now while I had a long day, I am here. Okay, I even put lipstick on. Okay, my hair will probably come out the bun eventually before we end the live. But child, look, I had a crazy dream last night, this morning. That was insane. And then once I looked at myself in the mirror, okay, this eye is swollen all around here, and something bit me. So I posted on my IG stories. But this eye this morning, this whole thing was swollen and red. I was like, oh Lord Jesus. So that was a weird way to wake up in the morning. Work has been insane. So I can't even guarantee what days I'll be on here, because when I tell y'all we are building our new billing system, and by we I mean me and the peoples, and I don't ever want to do this again. Okay. You know, when other people are stupid, or they're not as detail oriented as you, and they do shit and don't explain this shit, and when you say, well, this shit wrong, and they say, well, but bitch, why did you tell me that 2 days ago? Why would you? But here we are together, okay? And I was like, and the reason we got blue today, the reason we have a blue thumbnail, because I had to use the picture of Coleslaw Martell, and they were in blue. So I had to build my thumbnail around thing 1 and thing 2. Y'all know, Coleslaw blocked me. Coleslaw had me blocked on IG because at one point, her and Martell did something, and I put a post up on my IG. I did not tag them in it, but I think I maybe hashtag Coleslaw, whatever. And I had thing 1 and thing 2 running around. I put Martell face and Coleslaw face on thing 1 and thing 2, and they was running around holding the bowl of Coleslaw. And that got me blocked, but I don't care. Okay. But yeah, I was like, I had to build something around them. I said, but I can't believe we're gonna get into it. And I feel like I'm gonna probably make the Martell Coleslaw a portion of this video, a separate video to replay in the morning, just as a standalone video. But I was like, I can't believe it. And then when I put the pictures on the phone, I said, no, JayLee. Okay. You also have to put the clown faces real face. Okay. Because you put this a regular clown face, you don't know who it is. Okay. You have to see who is the clown. Okay. So that's what we have today. Okay. But thank y'all for being around here again. Happy Tuesday. I'm not drinking today. I still didn't get that damn wine bottle open, but I think it ain't close. I'm gonna open that wine bottle on next Monday probably. But again, y'all like the video and all those good things. Okay, we are ready to have a good time. So hello to everyone. Okay, and yeah, I gotta put clown. Look, if I can add clown faces, devil horns, dust caps to people, I will try my best every single time. Okay, because it irked all my nerves. And then Missy was like, girl, with MP was like, you gotta review the show. And now I have to. That's what makes me mad. The fact that I know that now I have to review the damn show when it comes back on. Say 2 hours till you see the people on the thumbnail. Coleslaw Martell alone gonna probably be 30 damn minutes. Okay. I took time to pick the blues too. I had to be able to find people, and when I could not find Krishan and Toni Braxton in blue, I said, put them in white. Put them in white. Okay. Put them in white. We're gonna get into other things, okay? But hello to the people. Look, I have a whole look. When again, as I said before, I do all my own. I forgot my own. Well, I want to leave the thumbnail up because it's so pretty. But because I do all of my own graphics, I have a whole folder full of random emoji faces. And I said, ooh, every thumbnail just pick a different emoji. This is based on what's going on. And I said, this emoji is perfect for this occasion. Because who the hell left the door open and let Coleslaw walk her ass up into the Love and Marriage Huntsville streets? I said, now why would y'all do that? Okay. But again, and me having Mel and Drew on here, I spoke with Sean Network. I think I spoke with Sean. I don't know, girl. I don't care. But the reason I have, I didn't even plan, because when I planned my live, I didn't even know that Martell and Coleslaw was gonna be on here. I already had planned to discuss, Drew and Mel and whatever and stuff. And now I'm like, so I don't want anyone. I don't want any mainly Mel, because I know Mel be seeing shit, right? And I don't want anyone to think that I'm trying to, put Mel with Martell or nothing. Okay, I just had, because it's something to talk about. Okay, and that's what it is. But like, comment, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Let's just go ahead and start. Let me share my screen, y'all. Let's just go get into it, because the sooner I get into it, the sooner I get into it, the sooner I can go to bed. And the sooner I can go look at my eye and be sure my eye is not. And I gotta burn my house down because it's a spider in my room, probably. Anyway, wait, let me add the screen image. And the screen image. Okay. Now I was saving stuff as I was sitting here. Because I swear this, look, y'all, before the live started, I was like this. It's scrolling. It was 9:02. I was like, because the bitch want to go to bed. Okay, I want to go to bed. But here we are. Okay, I be trying. It's a whole thing. To get the thumbnail. So sometimes I'm like, I ain't doing no live because I don't feel like being creative enough and making a thumbnail. But I was like, you got to get one today. Anyway, I'm trying to be able to see y'all. I don't want my eye to fall out. Him said, have a shot, y'all. Take a sip from me, sir. Deep down your throat. Okay. My glasses are dirty. I don't know what my eyeglass cloth is, but I can see. Okay. I'ma still see it. What you talking about? I'ma still see it. Thank you. I be loving the thumbnail show. I be Googling each name. Cardi B in blue, Cardi B in green, Beyonce. You gotta Google them in the right color. Then look at the 18 different pages of shit and all that stuff. Okay, getting the color you gotta coordinate. And you gotta coordinate. Okay, if you can't coordinate, what you gonna do around this bitch? Okay, so I be like, girl, coordination is the name of the motherfucking game. Anyway. Let's start with some foolishness going on in the world and stuff. Where do I want to start? I just feel like, I be trying not to get like too much of the serious shit, but sometimes I can't help it because that's what's going on in the world. So what can I do besides discuss it? Let's just start from the bottom. Right here. So remember that OnlyFans white lady. Okay. Courtney is a Clinty, who stabbed her boyfriend Christian, is an Obama Sealy. Okay, she stabbed and killed the black man. Okay, and that's something you gotta watch your back. But she pled guilty to manslaughter. Let's listen.
To the charge of manslaughter with a deadly weapon, I'm sentencing you to 6 years in the state prison with all applicable credit for time served, followed by 5 years of reporting probation.
Now, this happened back in 2022. I believe there was like a lot of video of things, and I remember seeing footage of her like covered in blood or whatever. And people were upset that it took them so long to arrest her. I I did not know that she's been in jail this whole time. So when she was finally arrested, okay, because it happened back in 2022, she was arrested August of 2022. So she's been in jail for 4 years. Well, yeah, 4 years. So her getting credit for time served means she will be able to get out in like a year or two. Okay, so I have a thing. I feel like when people be locked up, okay, in jail, not prison, in jail, you should still have to go to prison. Okay, because when you're accused of murdering somebody, I don't think murder should be a time served charge. No one should get time served for when someone died. Okay, if you sold a little drug, okay, if you made a little DUI, okay, if you do something that ends someone's life because you did something to them, I don't think credit for time served should matter at all. And because I don't believe because unless she was around there in jail with no bond or whatever, like what? So again, she's been in jail for 4 years. She's just sentenced to 6 years, meaning she will be able to get out at least, what the most, 2 more years. Okay. Then she has 5 years of probation.
As a condition of that probation, you will complete a mental health evaluation and all required treatment deemed necessary. You will complete a substance abuse evaluation and complete all required treatment deemed necessary, as well as completing the batter's intervention program within the first year of probation. To the charge of manslaughter with a deadly.
When you manslaughter, because my thing, manslaughter covers a few different things. Like that man was stabbed to death. You know what I'm saying? Like she didn't, fall asleep with the wheel and accidentally hit something. When you actively stab somebody, that's murder. Stab, kill. That's murder. So I guess the most we can say is at least she did some jail time. But I'm a firm believer in jail, county jail is not prison. Okay, if you are sentenced to prison time, you should do prison time. Okay, now her having to go to prison now, fine, but still, I need someone to go beat her up a little bit. Okay, I need a big old lesbian prisoner who got life or something else. Just beat her up a little bit while she around there because you killed that man. Okay, murder, stab, death, kill. I don't care that she spent 4 years in jail. She should have spent at least 10 years in prison. And I hope when she get out, I don't want her to be on no social media person. Go sit the fuck down somewhere and get out her face. Okay. The only thing is once she get out, let her know what she look like. I want to see her face a little bit. So everyone knows, avoid that crazy bitch. Because when you murder, stab, kill someone, you're crazy. And you let crazy people out, they will kill again. So again, at least she's gonna do about 6 years. But I hope a lady can beat up in prison. We have this crazy story. Okay. An Arizona Shake. Do we have a Shake Shack here? I feel like I don't think there was Shake Shack here. I don't know. An Arizona Shake Shack employee allegedly, meaning he did that shit, allegedly robbed his own store of $2,800 armed. Okay, got arrested because he went to work. You can't rob your job and then go back to work. That's stupid. That's dumb. Keandre Simmons, 33, is facing charges after police say he robbed the Scottsdale Shake Shack where he worked and returned to the restaurant days later because the nigga worked there. I was like, no, why would you? They don't know. They probably know. Most people know their coworker's body, how they walk, how they talk, or whatever. So if you walk into the local Shake Shack, hey, give me the money. Man, that's Ray in there. What is you doing, Ray? Why would you do that? You know what I'm saying? So good old Keandre went back to work after robbing, again, $2,800. That's nothing. $2,800 won't even last you a full year. Open portfolios in that same shopping in the same shopping thing over there. I might gotta go look at that because I've never had Shake Shack. It's a lot over the portfolios though. Anyway, again, $2,800 is not a lot. That's barely rent. That's barely enough money to cover like your monthly rent and like bills of the month. $2,800. Anyway. He allegedly entered the restaurant through the delivery door last week while armed with a semi-automatic handgun. He forced one employee into a walk-in cooler at gunpoint before ordering the manager to open the safe and hand over $2,800 in cash. Okay, police say he then locked both employees inside the cooler, took their cell phones, and destroyed them by throwing them in a sink filled with water. So now, because you want to rob the goddamn Shake Shack, my phone, bro. Sometimes I wake up and spend out. I swear to God. What was Saturday? I left the house. I said, bitch, how the fuck? How you leave the house and spend $500? I'm like, I gotta stay home. Why got you there? But again, you have to think about things, okay? But again, put the phones in water. The victim described a suspect whose physical characteristics, voice, and knowledge of the restaurant matched Simmons. Footage and cell phone records also placed him at the restaurant around the time of the robbery. You also can't look. I feel like you also can't commit a crime with a cell phone is a tracker. A cell phone, an Apple Watch, an iPod, okay, anything with a fucking eye in it, any electronic can track you. Okay, so no one to go rob the Shake Shack, the Portillo's, the Wendy's, the Quickie Marts, okay, the Piggly Wiggly. You cannot do any of that shit and take your electronic with you. Okay, because all they're gonna ping your fucking cell phone, your earpod, all of that stuff. Why would you do that? That's just dumb. Thinking he's dumb. So the cell phone placed him at the restaurant during the robbery. Then 2 days later, the Davis watched Simmons leave his apartment and drive to the restaurant to report to work. He was arrested in the parking lot. Okay, they searched his home, found a firearm similar to the one used in the robbery. He's now charged armed robbery and kidnapping. You want to know why? Because when you prevent anybody from leaving, it's kidnapping. Okay, if you was around at the Shake Shack and you said give me money, you then lock them up somewhere, you kidnapped them. So you didn't kidnap them, only got 28. When you rob something, you should not have to go back to work. Okay, when Frankie and Toni and them and TT, okay, and what's the name of them? When Set It Off happened, none of them should have went back to work. Okay, you should. I don't suggest people rob nobody. I'm not saying that, but what I am saying is, if you're gonna take the chance to commit a crime that will send you to jail for some years, you should at least have a plan to do it, to get you enough money to not have to go back to the place you work, especially if you work at a fast food restaurant. Now, why would you do that? And now your ass is in jail being held on a 100-gram bond. You didn't even rob enough money from the goddamn restaurant to pay your bond. I don't, look. I don't support crime at all, but I do support common sense. If you're gonna be a criminal, at least be a smart criminal. At least I always say, before you commit a crime, think, is the crime I'm committing worth the jail time? Okay, if you're gonna rob, a bank, and you get 100 grand. I mean, if you can get away with the 100 grand and move to Guatemala, okay. But when you arrive at Shake Shack for $2,800, so much so that you have to go to work 2 days later, it wasn't worth it. You did not even rob them for the money to quit the fucking job and move to what was he at? What is happening in Arizona? You could at least move from Arizona to Idaho. Because who the fuck moves to Idaho? I don't know. But no one would be looking for you in Idaho from Arizona had you robbed them for 100 grand. I'm just saying. I digress. Okay. I just need people to be a little bit smarter. Okay, that's all I'm saying. And I'm not encouraging anybody to commit any crimes. I'm just saying, who the fuck want to go to jail for Shake Shack, girl? Anyway, I need people, if you're going to be a stripper, okay, if you're going to be a stripper up on the poles, flipping and dripping or whatever, you need to have really strong thighs and arms, because if you fall, it's a long way down. Now, I think it's music here. I don't know how loud the music is. Now, is she a stripper? Because why is she in a tulle dress? Was she work there for real, or was she a guest? Because why is she in a bodysuit? Girl, that bodysuit is going to be slippery. What is going on? You weren't supposed to be up there. Okay? She then went to a titty bar or some kind of strip club in her little black move-some dress. Okay? Probably from Rainbow or from T-Move. I don't know, little black, little dress or whatever. And you up here on a pole in clothes that are not meant to grip nothing. Okay? You then down there died. You damn it died. Now, who wants to go to Keisha's funeral? How Keisha? Y'all know Keisha dead? Keisha died? Oh my God. How did Keisha die? Well, she was up there at King of Diamonds on amateur night, okay? She was wearing her little Timu dress and slid down the pole to her death. What? She died. Who wants to die at a strip club? Now she hit the ground running because she sat her ass down. Okay, well, her first mistake was that's not stripping attire at all. Clavicle probably hurting, knees hurting, tailbone hurting, titty nipple hurting, our whole body hurt. Okay, her strippers, dancers are always out here in basically nothing because your skin on the pole holds you to the pole. Okay, when you slipping and dipping on a pole, bitch, you can't be doing any of that in no goddamn rainbow dress. Come around there slipping and sliding and then down there died. She could have broke her neck, her leg, her coochie, anything. And then, is anybody even there tipping you? Were you claiming for nothing? Also, stop showing off sometimes. Okay? When showing off goes wrong. Okay? And now it's on camera. Everybody's seen it. It's across the land, across the world. We done all seen it. I'm happy she didn't die, though. But again, if you're going to strip or climb a pole, you need to be naked. Okay, that's all. Be a little bit naked. Okay, just a little bit. I seen this and I said, what's wrong with people? Okay, out there in Miami, over in Florida, okay, a man randomly strikes a 61-year-old woman in the face. Okay, leaving her with a fractured nose and cuts requiring stitches. First of all, I hope a booty hole gets taken in prison.
New video after an alarming attack in Little Havana. A woman was randomly punched while walking down the street.
An arrest has been made in this case. Local 10's Jackie Pascal is live at the scene.
She's more about the suspect who is now in custody. Jackie.
I hope his booty hole gets taken in prison.
Yeah, his name is Tavares Green. We are told that he appeared in bond court this morning, and it doesn't look like he's going anywhere anytime soon after this incident yesterday. And it happened all right here at this exact same time, noon, broad daylight. We're told that a woman was walking down this street when a man punched her in the face and then ran away. It was all caught on surveillance video by the sports bar here behind me. And they just shared that video with us, so I want to show you that. That's just in. Miami police say that the woman had a fractured nose and a laceration to her cheek, requiring sutures after that man hit.
Now, I really wish as he was running away, he would have tripped, fell, tumbled into the streets, and got hit by a car.
Hit her in the face, seemingly at random. She had to be transported to Mercy Hospital for treatment. The owner of the restaurant describing her face to me as almost deformed. She said it was very serious injury.
Now, again, he locked up. Okay, his punk ass locked up. It's 40-year-old Tavares Green. Okay, you know, I feel like when you violently assault somebody that's just walking down the street, minding their own business, once you get arrested, like, just break a leg a little bit. Just break it. There's a little bit of broken leg. Just a little bit, okay? Because why would you look? If I because I'm like, that's somebody's mama or grandmama. You know what I'm saying? And you have to be a sadistic ass person to just haul off and hit somebody who's walking down the street. And gonna tell the police because you were having a bad day. I hope your ass has a bad month in prison. Okay, I hope your ass don't ever see a good day. I hope your ass only sees entrances that's coming up around there in your butt. I just really hope that you are used as a receptacle in the prison shower. Okay, because to walk up to a woman, a 61-year-old woman, and punch her in the face, and then you ran off. You ran off again. Some folk just need to get, you know what I'm saying, booty hurt. Over in Georgia, okay, 3 deputies charged after allegedly using flat camera systems for personal reasons. Now, what the fuck is a flat camera? Let me Google it. I keep hearing about it. Are they flat cameras? What is that? A flock camera is an automated license plate. Oh, why they don't feel? Who came up with the fucking word flock? It's the flock part that confuses me. I think flock. I think of birds. I guess because it's in the sky. Girl, I'm leaving me. Anyway, so the cameras around here. Well, they got that at the Jack's Car Wash. And you read the license plate and you remember and you scroll right on through. Anyway. 3 former Bibb County, Georgia Sheriff deputies are facing criminal charges after an internal audit. Y'all can't be out here criminally doing shit at work and staying around there. Okay? You get 6 months and then you need to leave. I heard, I don't know, because I don't do that no more. I mind all the rules of my job, child. You know what? As much as I complain about my job, as much as I complain about my job, I ain't gonna leave it. Anyway, okay. So there was an internal audit conducted with the help of Flock. Okay, they found they had access to the Department license plates camera system for personal, non-law enforcement purposes. I can't look this. Child can't read C. Stubbs, Joseph Calloway, and Toni Lewis was arrested in office, sent them booked into the county around there. They say each of them with 3 separate incidents involved someone that to that personal relation. Oh, Each of the three separate incidents involved someone the deputy had a personal. Was they fucking up at the time? What's going on? Calloway, a former K-9 deputy, that's a dog, right? Faces the most serious charges, including violation of oath by a public officer, unauthorized disclosure of a criminal history records, improperly retaining license plate data, and 3 counts of stalking. While Stubbs and Lewis each face similar charges with a single. Y'all, hold on. Y'all was out here stalking motherfuckers. Y'all was out here. Y'all was out here using the cameras to stalk people. Because the one that got 3 counts of stalking. The first dude in the white shirt, he looked crazy. He looked like he bite children when the mama's not looking. Okay. See, but you know what? This is why some folks feel like you should not have access. You know, the fly, because I keep hearing the fly camera stuff. You know, no one wants their information that's out for public consumption. Let alone you don't want anybody who is in a law enforcement role using access to your information to fucking stalk you. Child, this happened here in Michigan. Okay, it said Detroit police are searching for a 13-year-old who allegedly shot his father twice. Okay, took the daddy vehicle and fled on. Now, 13, y'all. 13. Shot the daddy twice. Stole the daddy car. Okay. The shooting happened on Brenton near Grand River Avenue and Southwood Freeway. The boy became upset. Now, I'm assuming the daddy not dead because someone had to tell the story. Again, the boy became upset after his father disciplined him. You put out a now. Where the gun come from? Because okay, I'm confused. How did the 13-year-old get a gun? Cause you pissed that the daddy said, "Hey boy, do da 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 da," and the 13-year-old pulled a gun out, shot the daddy. Okay, again, the father was in the hospital with these, so it's non-fatal injuries. Okay, that's good. Okay, he's in there, girl. So there's a 13-year-old out here armed and dangerous. This was an hour ago. Last seen driving 2026 SUV and had the dog pitch the dog, not the dog. Look, I mean, can they put a picture out of the boy? Because once you shoot somebody and steal a car, even if you are, not, even if you're a juvenile, your picture should be shared. Because how do I know if you the killer, you the shooter? If y'all see a 13-year-old in a 2026 car with a dog, call the police. He killing people out here. I did that one. I don't care about that no more. This also happened in Michigan. Now, why y'all being nasty? A 25-year-old Clarkson man is facing charge after witnesses reported seeing him masturbating inside 12 Oak Mall on Saturday. When confronted by small security, the man allegedly fled. Dylan Thomas Scott, jail records list charges of aggravated. So he's a nasty motherfucker. If you at the mall masturbating, I don't think you should get a bond. Okay? Because then they say he fled from the mall. When security watched him, when the police got there, the police got him. Again, Dylan Thomas Scotton, jail record list charges of aggravated indecent exposure and indecent exposure. He was given a $250,000 cash bond. and require a tether. He's a nasty motherfucker, though. No, Clarkston is not Detroit. No, people think no. That's one of the other surrounding cities. But if you out here beating your meat in public, I don't think you should get a bond. I think if you beat your meat in public, you should be forced to stay in jail until you're sentenced. Because why would you beat your anyway? Look, okay, a little diversion. I feel like masturbation is a very private thing. I don't understand people who like to do that in public. That's weird to me. Beat your meat at home. It is porn you can watch on your phone, on your TV, on your computer. There's no reason to beat your meat in public. It just isn't. It just ain't. Not today, not ever. I don't want to do either. I'm gonna do this one. Again, niggas being crazy and being, just an officer pleads guilty to sexually abusing 18 men that were detained. Let's listen.
Court, as prosecutors read through accounts of 18 men in handcuffs being sexually abused by a former North County Police cooperative officer. 36-year-old Marcellus Blackwell pleaded guilty to 18 counts involving kidnapping and depriving victims of their rights. It turns out he was doing this during a time we interviewed him for an unrelated report about officer recruiting. This was in 2023, shortly before he was accused of molesting men in his custody. A prosecutor read through each accusation, saying Blackwell turned off his body cam each time and recorded his acts with his own cell phone.
I feel like anytime a police officer is on duty and they cut their camera off, whatever they were doing right before and right after should require an investigation. Because why would you cut your camera off? How long was it off for? I don't think, unless a police officer is on break going to pee or poop, and we see them walking to the bathroom, you should not be able to cut your camera off.
Blackwell acknowledged his guilt without saying anything else. U.S. Attorney Thomas Albus came out to speak after the hearing.
Sad day in a lot of ways. Frankly, disgusting conduct that you heard recounted to Judge Lanahan that Mr. Blackwell did accept responsibility for. We think of the victims today, and they were in a particularly vulnerable situation.
It says the first victim came forward in June of 2023. Then more came forward, and the FBI took over the case, discovering that Blackwell had transported 15 victims to remote locations, including the rear parking lot of the NCPC. I guess that may be the police department, and a nearby high school. The videos were found on Blackwell's Google Drive that confirmed the allegations. He's facing 30 years in prison. I feel like they just know about 18 people. Who knows how many other victims who have not came forward? Like, whenever you find people's victims, those are just the victims that have either came forward or there was some kind of recording or some kind of editing or whatever. You never know who he did it to before he was a police officer, 18. It was me. And look, ain't nothing wrong with being gay. Hey, I love penis, so I understand it. But for you to sexually assault 18 men while on duty, you need the death penalty. They're gonna fuck you in prison a lot. But yeah, anytime, I think this should go for any police officer, sheriff, any of that. Anytime you cut off your body cam, your body camera, there should be some kind of report. Like, okay, Blackwell was around here transporting a convict, and this camera went off. Well, why? For what and for why? I watched The Rookie And on the Rookie, I believe season either 2 or 3, there was a story of this. It was a white cop and a black cop, and the white cop was an asshole, like the racist as well, and he allowed his partner, who was black, to get like beat up and jumped, and he cut his camera off. But the black cop knew when you cut your camera back on, it records whatever has been happening like for 3 minutes. That should need to happen in real life. Okay, if you cut your camera off, whatever was going on the past 3 minutes should recover the content. Cause nigga ate anyway. I hope his asshole falls off. Because why would you do that? That's just weird. Okay, look, y'all take a little minute because I'm done with the stuff. Okay, we're gonna do some celebrity shit. Cause I told y'all 2 hours and that's it. But y'all like the video because I asked y'all to. And we are back. Okay, so a couple of things. First of all, I saw this before I got on live. Megan Thee Stallion, okay, is going to be on Michelle Obama's podcast. I'm like, this is a good little thing.
I saw you on the monitor, and then it's Craig.
Very nice to meet you.
I just love it when everybody's tall, and I'm like, normal house show. Yes, the air is so good up here. Yes, have to be all. No, I'm not over. Hey, everybody, no, I love it. Yeah, deep hips. You're trying to be.
So I would absolutely be watching Mrs. Michelle Obama, and her brother, Craig, interviewing Megan Thee Stallion. I'm like, when is gonna air? I wanna see it. I wanna see it. Okay. Donnell Jones. Okay, Donnell Jones and Joe will be having a versus battle. Now, Donnell Jones he was somewhere doing a concert. I can't think where. And he was doing like an interview, and so he then said, "Oh yeah, me and Joe gonna be." I said, "Bitch, you doing what?" Versus. Well, we then have the official announcement. Donnell versus Joe. What is the 20th? Let me see, what day is that on? Why the fuck they keep having versus battles on Thursdays as if we don't have to go to work on Friday? It's so weird. I would prefer a Sunday versus Sunday night, because I know they don't want to do Friday nights, and I get they don't want to do Saturday nights, but I'm like, bitch, and to me, I would take a Sunday night over a Thursday night. It just aggravates my spirit that they have them on Thursdays, bitch. Oh my God. It's going to be, 6 p.m. Pacific time, which should be 9 p.m. Eastern. And I like Joe. I like Donnell Jones. Well, you wanna be? I like that. But a piece of me felt like, do either one of them have 20 hits for verses? And I'm like, I'm gonna have to pull up Joe and Donnell Jones catalog to see. I was like, I would have preferred Joe versus Carl Thomas, because a piece of me feel like Joe and Carl Thomas were out at around the same time. I feel like they were for pop at the same time or whatever. Not something Donnell Jones wasn't, but I don't know. There's a piece of me said, I wish, and I think I just want Carl Thomas to do one. Maybe Carl Thomas could do one with Avant. Bitch, there was not bitch, not you. I'm not calling you a bitch either. But there are Avant songs. Okay, there are Avant songs. Like Avant was on the path of domination for a little bit of time. It's a little, you know what I'm saying? And that may just be the hood bitch in me or whatever. Okay. I don't know, but yeah, maybe Avant can battle Carl Thomas. Avant will win. And if Avant came out, he would have to bring out Kiki Wyatt. Carl Thomas would have to bring out Faith. And that to me will be amazing because Faith on is it called I Can't Imagine, the song with Carl Thomas and Faith, and then Avant and Kiki for My First Love. Was My First Love? Keeping on again. I think so. But those two, I'm speaking it into existence. A good 10. They can sing the whole song. Do the whole fucking song and leave it at that. Yes. Or maybe have, who? No, so I'm looking, Oh, You Can't Believe, that's what it's called, with Faith and Carl Thomas. Because when Carl Thomas would do Summer Rain, bitch, I'm telling you, okay? Anyway, I'm fully here for Joe versus Donnell Jones. And this is not a diss to Donnell Jones, but I feel like when I think of him, I think of where I want to be. Oh, what's up? What city with Left Eye? But I think of those two songs. For Joe, I think of a couple more. When I think of Avant and Carl Thomas, I just think of more and more and more. But again, I feel like Music Soul Child. Did he already do one? I feel like Music Soul Child. Let me Google it. Did Music Soul Child. How is things spelled? How that man name? Okay, well, he do anyway. And what's crazy is it's been so many. Yes, he went against Anthony Hamilton back in 2022. So he already did one. And the crazy part is we've had so many, because this started in 2020. So versions have been going on for like roughly 6 years. So I feel like so many people went before, a while ago. We forget. Did Avant already? No, Avant already did one, and neither did Carl Thomas. But again, they can do some things. So I'm gonna be tuned in. I'm gonna watch it, and I'll probably do an after show chat for there because I'm like, this show. And because the recent performance I saw of Donnell, I mean, he didn't sound that well, but I wonder if he was having mic issues. So we shall see. Okay, I don't know. But again, it is next Thursday at 6 p.m. Pacific. So that's 9 p.m. Eastern time. And that'd be fucking things up. I'm like, wow, they really need to do one. It's about to be cold. So maybe on a cold winter night, they'll start having on like a Saturday evening. Because if you have a big enough name, like, bitch, I'll stay at home on Saturday and watch. But yeah, I agree. I do think Joe gonna win. I do. When Joe get into all the things your man want to do, when I do them for you, when Joe gets into that and do, but can you still the high note? I don't know. but I'm here for it. So again, next Thursday we have a versus that I'm gonna watch, okay? And that's what that is. Congrats to Keke Palmer because she's on the thumbnail. That I put on there because I needed another blue person, okay? So Keke Palmer will be hosting the CFDA Fat Awards, okay, for 2026. I am always happy when one of us, a black person, okay, gets the honor of hosting this and hosting that, because sometimes we don't be involved. In the Fat Award, y'all know I love fashion. Love it. Okay, so it will be on Monday, November 2nd, or whatever. So congrats to Keke. Keep a job, Palmer, okay, for host. I still want Keke to host the BET Awards. So I'm hoping that this is a way for her to get to host the BET Awards next year. I do not want Ruthie back. I want Keke. Okay? I want Keke. Give me Keke. Now, so do y'all know what's this man's name? Chaotic from where is it? It's the jail people. So Chaotic, who used to be on Love and Hip Hop Miami, he got arrested. You know, this came out 2 days ago, right? And I'm like, what did he do? Okay, what happened? Okay, and we did not have much in the information, but then it came out, child. He's facing aggravated sexual battery. I said, why y'all taking coochies? What is wrong with y'all? Okay, keep your hands and your penis or your mouth to yourself. Okay, and then they said part of the affidavit of the warrant, okay, that Chaotic used his hand to penetrate, okay, the victim's sexual organ without her consent. You can't be putting your hand in people. Okay? I just need folks to know that. You can't be doing it. So he was locked up, okay, and he's now been, and this happened, the alleged incident happened on Christmas Eve of 2025, so roughly, 8 months ago, and whatnot. Y'all keep your hands to yourself, okay? Just stop it. Just stop it. So he was extradited from Florida to Georgia, okay? Y'all, they when they coming for you. Okay, just keep it to yourself. Okay, ain't no coochie or penis worth prison time. I would tell y'all that. Okay, stop it. Okay, cut it out. Also, ex-NFL star Marcellus Wiley avoids charges after wife accused him of poking her face and making death threats. I am not surprised that he is avoiding charges. The Orange County prosecutors said, you know, they're basically we are not going to do the case because it's not enough evidence. Okay, you know, sometimes they say, hey, if we can't guarantee a win, it ain't worth it. And it was her word against his. It was an alleged, you know, face poke. It was some threats as well. But if there is not enough strong evidence to convict someone, they be like, yeah, we're not gonna do it. But however, Miss Ma'am, anything he do going forward, you have to tell. Okay, don't keep it a secret. Tell somebody, the police, a lawyer, your mama, get pictures and all that. Okay, all of it. All of it. All of it, because the only reason, you know, she said before that he had done things before, but she didn't say shit. So again, am I disappointed? Yes. Am I surprised? No. You do hope that because of the other allegations that he's been of things he's been accused of, because she stated that you be like, you hope stuff gets handled, but it doesn't. So again, you know, child, he's off. I don't like Charleston White. He was arrested. I don't care. He was arrested for unlawfully carrying a weapon in possession of weed and driving with no license. And he posted on social media that he finna get out and snitch. I'm about to get the police some names. I'll be free in a minute. Free me. Anyway, I don't like him. He gets on my fucking nerves. There is a Whitney Houston Barbie doll that I am aggravated about because I feel like who won't profit from it? So again, the doll is cute. The doll favors the whole I wanted somebody video, the hair, the face, the dress, all of that. But again, who gets the money? Is it Pat? I don't want to supply. I don't want to purchase anything that Pat gets paid for, because Pat gets my fucking nerve. But again, if you care to buy something, the Whitney Houston Barbie doll is around here, okay? And because Whitney dead, her mama dead, her daughter dead, the whole Houston clan is dead except for Pat. I don't want to pay. I don't want to pay Pat bills. I don't. Pat aggravates me. So I ain't get it. Wait, Pinky. What Pinky? Hold on. Now let's do Shamia. Because I don't care about Shamia much. Shamia. There was rumors that Shamia and Portia got into some kind of physical altercation on the Scotland trip. And it was cut from the show or whatever. So Shamia was on, hold on. What Big Tigger at? Is Big Tigger's wife still in jail? Is the kidnapped child? Because she is on she's hosting with the girl who the wife accused Big Tigger of sleeping with. We forgot that Big Tigger was accused of being a beater, wife cheater. His wife was accused of being a kidnapper and whatnot. And I just thought about it because Shamia's on his show. And that meant he really went somewhere around. Anyway, Shamia was around there co-host with old girl. And she had this to say.
But somebody on this cast actually tried to fight me.
What you mean?
Like, nuck if you bug.
No, physically?
Yeah.
For real?
So when you find that out, you'll know which one I think should go.
Hold on, who tried to fight you?
Well,
what they look like?
You'll hear about it, part 2 or 3 of the Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion.
What size they feet?
Little teaser. Okay. Tell me, you got a little tease from me.
Okay, so.
I feel like if Bravo left out the fight on the season, I don't think they're going to allow them to discuss it at the reunion. So even Shamia is saying, well, watch the reunion, it'll come up. Which means they may have discussed it at the reunion. I really doubt that Bravo will air because we didn't see it. So, child. I mean, we don't really care, but I want to mention it. Tiffany Haddish. Okay, Tiffany Haddish was caught drinking and driving. Okay, back in 2022. And for the past 4 years, she's been trying to get off from this goddamn DUI. And finally, she had Zoom court, and someone reported it.
Are you going to freely and voluntarily give up those rights to enter into a plea that your lawyers have negotiated on your behalf?
I would like to fuss a little bit, but in order to get out of your hair, because it's been 4 years, and I'd love to take my hair off, I'm going to go ahead and just agree.
All right.
Now, Tiffany, why is you in there with that bad wig on? What is going on?
Now, you have the right to a trial, and we have jurors that are ready to go forward with a trial today if you want to. And I'm only going to do this if you freely and voluntarily agree. Would you like to go forward with the plea today?
Sure, yes.
Are you satisfied with the representation that you have received from your lawyers?
Yes.
There is a document in the file that you have signed, that Mr. Feiling has signed, called a plea statement. It had all the rights that you had to waive for me to accept this plea. Do you remember signing a document called a plea statement?
Why she look high? Is she drunk right now?
Yes, I do.
I'm going to sign the plea statement, and I am going to incorporate it into the record. According to that plea statement, it's my understanding that you are going to plead guilty to count 1, driving under the influence of less safe alcohol, and the other charge are going to be dropped. Is that your understanding, Ms. Haddish?
Yes.
Again,
but I have some questions.
Then here's what I'm going to do. I can create.
I have some questions, but Drew answered them as best as he could, and I trust Drew, and I trust Marissa. So
no problem.
They said you know your business, so I believe them.
Okay. Do you need more time to talk to Mr. Feinley or Ms. Goldberg?
I want to talk to you, but here we talking, and yeah.
Do you need more time to talk to Mr. Feinley and Ms. Goldberg?
No.
Are you?
That's too expensive. I've already spent so much on this case. It's been 4 years.
Are you?
Let's just move forward. Unless you like me, and I don't mind hanging out some more.
Girl, you cannot be. First of all, you cannot be in court joking with a fucking judge. Okay, at all. I feel like your lawyer should prepare you and say, "Hey, you have to plead guilty. It's a yes or no, and that's it." Okay, don't come in there looking drunk or high. Wear a good wig, Tiffany, and she did all the opposite.
Are you going to freely and voluntarily?
So she did plead guilty. Okay. She received credit for time served and will not have to serve any jail time. Okay. Her Georgia driver's license has been suspended and she will be on probation for 12 months. She also must stay away from drugs, alcohol, and submit to testing to complete a DUI course. I feel like fighting a DUI charge for 4 years is insane. Whoever her lawyers are, sucked her dry for court fees, lawyer fees, blow out. I'm like, I don't know who her team is, who her lawyers are, but I would have never said, yeah, let's keep fighting for 4 years. No, you know what? Give me a plea deal. Can I be out of jail? What's gonna happen? I can't drive, bitch, Uber. You know what I'm saying? In this day and age, you not having a license won't matter if you're rich. You can afford a driver or Uber. Okay, you don't have to drive, bitch. But I would never drag on I ain't gonna drink a drive. But I digress. Okay, but at least so. But she looked high, or maybe it's a long day. I don't know. And why the blind wig? Anyway, may her license get revoked never again because she don't drive drunk no more. Kandi and Todd. Kandi was on the podcast talking with Danielle. I love Danielle Brooks. I really love her. She's so cute. You know, Kandi and Todd are divorced. And they have taken a couple of but they're divorced with 2 young kids. You know, Ace and Blaze are like both like under 10 or whatever. And they have taken a couple of family vacations together because, you know, their kids are so young. I think that's fine for parents to co-parent with their kids. I also feel like it's okay to have solo vacations without both parents. You know what I'm saying? Together, separate. But again, Kandi was just describing, you know, the awkwardness of co-parenting on a vacation with your ex-husband.
Then, because like you're saying, you're coming up on a year with co-parenting now. We saw y'all on vacation. So we're like, okay, but has there been a challenge? And is there anything that you would share with a person that may be going through co-parenting and shifting into that?
I feel like it was a little challenging while we were in the middle of the divorce. Because it's like I just cussed your ass out. And now we gotta go over here on vacation, just me, you, and Ace of Blaze. I remember I think the first one was for New Year's. He all of a sudden was like, he was taking the kids somewhere. And I'm like, hold on. Like, I got those days off. What make you think? I was like, well, we both going.
So how has it been? Because like you're saying, you come, wow.
And he was like, all right, cool. So we both were together with our two little ones to bring in the new year. And it was kind of awkward in my brain because I'm like, okay, one part of me is like, we're not going to be together anymore. And typically you want to bring the year in with the person that you plan to be with.
Right.
And I knew we wasn't going to be together. So it just was kind of like, okay, how is this going to work?
Yeah.
But we got along well. One thing he and I can do, like when it comes to the kids, we're good at, putting the drama to the side and being able to just,
be there for the kids.
Yeah, we cool. Like you good?
Yeah.
Okay. Like nothing even happened.
Right.
And then, go back to arguing when we went back home.
Yeah.
And then we had to, we linked up again for spring break. The spring break was my spring break.
Okay.
But he was like, well, I want to be able to come too. And I was like,
the moment I feel like, I almost feel like Todd is using the kids in a way for him and Kandi to still be around each other. Because if it's Kandi's weekend, if it's Kandi's whatever, Todd should not just say, well, I want to come too. I think it should, no, we've had plenty of family group trips. We're separated now. So every trip we have does not need to be together. It's my weekend or it's my vacation time with the kids. You want to come, so what? And I think because Kandi probably doesn't want to, make a big deal about it. Well, fine, I don't care. But Kandi, start saying, well, no, this is me and the kids. You can't come at all. And it's unfortunate because, you do want kids, especially younger kids, to still feel the family dynamic. However, the family dynamic is changing. So the kids should also get used to that mommy and daddy are not together anymore. And while they both still love us and we are still a family, we will have certain trips with his mom and certain trips with his dad. So Todd with I want to come too, nigga, so what?
And my son was like, Mom, why can't Dad come? And I'm like, I'm gonna tell.
So it's real what people are saying about like until they 18 and out the house. It's you kind of stuck.
Yeah, right? So we made it work then. I had got the rental house in Florida, which is something we do every year anyway. But he just had his own room. And I have my own room.
Yes.
And we had invited some friends and the kids were there and it was cool.
Yeah.
We did good. And we just did another one with our older kids and the younger ones.
Okay.
We all went to, as he had his own room and I had my own room, but we linked up, we all did the fun stuff together.
Yeah.
The only thing is I'm not sure how it's going to work when one of us has a significant other. Oh, so I'm curious to know because like he and I are great. I feel like we're starting off great.
Yes.
With the co-parenting thing, but I'm praying that it still continues to be great when one of us has another somebody.
Yes. I'm praying it's going to go great. It's going to go great. That's the energy we putting out into the universe. It's going to be great. Kandi,
who knows? Again, apart, even, with Ace and Mom, can Dad come? No. No. And that comes from the kids feeling like, well, dad always comes. Like at some point you have to say, well, dad can't come this time, baby. No. And Todd should also have that talk with the kids too. Like, hey, sometime me and mom will be together on trip with y'all, but sometime it will be just you and mom or just me and y'all. And even her bringing up how, she wonders, she hopes when they are dating other people, it'll be smooth. I'm like, I just feel like vacations don't have to be with both parents. I think if y'all in Atlanta and the kids having a birthday party, if y'all live in Atlanta and the kids have a recital, I think y'all doing things in the city, in y'all state, for the kids, yes, both parents should be, at the thing. I think both parents should be at all birthday parties, all graduation parties, all, recital, all that stuff, karate matters, all that shit. When it comes to vacation time, spring break, summer break, whatever break, Easter break, I don't know what break it is. I feel like they should be like, well, no, you'll either have a trip with mom or with dad. And if it will be a joint trip, Kandi and Todd should have that conversation before the kids even know what's going on. So Todd asked, no, you can't come, nigga. No. I blame Todd. Todd irked all my fucking nerves. Okay, he got 100% though. But again, I feel like once they both are dating someone else, it still should not be family vacation trips together. You know what I'm saying? It's a vacation trip. If the kids want to have a birthday trip, and that's a family. If Ace or Blaze wants a birthday trip, if they want we graduated from preschool, we graduated, whatever it is, family trip, I think that's when it should be both parents. However, for regular vacation times, if Kandi got the kids for Easter and Todd has them for St. Patrick's Day or whatever, it should be separate. But if the kids are having anything, in their city, in their state, that can be together. That's the way for the kids to get used to togetherness shit and separate shit. And then the kids don't feel like, well, damn, mama won't let daddy come because you fuck it. That's it. Y'all, do y'all see? So Pinky, y'all know Pinky pregnant. Pinky tied into the whole Netflix thing, saying how everyone but me and not her pregnancy. I think she having twins. Pinky is due in December. Pinky told us she's due in December. It is August. Okay, that is 4 months away. She's 6 months pregnant. So she did that one, but then she also had this one too.
Can y'all guess what I'm having? This baby is huge. Well, babies are huge. Am I having a girl or a boy? What you think?
I think that has to be twins. Okay, has to be. Again, she announced the pregnancy on part 1 of the reunion, and on part 1, when they asked when she said she's due in December. That reunion was filmed, I believe, last month, if I'm not mistaken, sometime in July. But again, currently, if she's not due until December, it's 4 months away.
Can y'all guess what I'm having?
She already got a breast.
This baby is huge. Well, babies are huge. Am I having a girl or a boy? What you think?
I said, girl, first of all, tell that man get off of you. Or you get off that man. Because this is their, I think, 4th pregnancy. I think it's number 4. But I think she said, I think she's having twins. Only because she, again, that's people carry differently, so we're not about it. But for her to only be, roughly, 6 months now, she's not due for another 4 months. Which means she has 4 more months of growing, bitch. What? So, I wish her well. I wish her well. Beyonce. So Beyonce is facing another lawsuit. Why y'all keep suing Beyonce? She did say babies, but I wonder if she was being, one, I wonder that, she has to have had an ultrasound. I don't know. Either way go, I think she's having twins or triplets. But she looks great. She looks amazing for her pregnancy. Beyonce is being sued for allegedly having an unauthorized use on her Alien Superstar song, a sample or whatever. So, some producers said, she used a sample from their song. Okay. It's a song called Moonraker. Okay, a song performed by John Holiday. Okay. High Road Enterprise claims a spoken word portion of the track was sampled for the introduction of Alien Superstar without proper permission. So they say Beyonce's team, I guess, was told the people or the person that she went to get permission at first. That person had sold their rights to the song like years and years prior. Okay, so whoever the person was who they got permission from did not have the rights to give permission. Okay, so they then said, they told Beyonce after the fact, hey, that person ain't even who can say yes, no, or maybe it's us. And then so you can't use them. So they said, we notified them about the person who did not have the rights to do it, and she still used it anyway. I'm surprised because usually once someone complains to Beyonce about using a sample of their shit that they don't like, she take out the song. Because that Khalees did that shit. Khalees didn't like her la 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 on Beyonce stuff. Beyonce just removed it. Girl, fine. Okay, I even though I got it from Pharrell, who owned it, bitch. I removed it because you don't. Okay, so again, they're saying that again, Beyonce's team went to the person to get the rights at first, and they did not know that person had already sold the rights decades earlier. Okay, which means he ain't shit because he knew he wasn't supposed to do shit. Okay, so once Beyonce used it on her stuff or whatever, they then told her company, hey, there's copyright issues because, you know what I'm saying, the person you talked to did not have the rights to do it, okay? And so now they want specific unspecified damages, as well as an injunction that could prevent Beyonce and other defendants from profiting from it. Girl, remove the shit from the song. Okay? Remove it. That's the hard part about sampling people's stuff, because you hope who you get the rights from have the rights. And if they don't tell you, you know what, you ask me, my mama is really the boss, is her shit, you know what I'm saying? And if she don't know that, then what I'm supposed to do? And if once I know we've already used the shit and it's already out there, which the fuck you want me to do? Okay? Get out of my face, okay? So there's no word from Beyonce's team yet, but I just feel like, child, let them have it, okay? Have Blue Ivy say that shit. Have Blue Ivy say, mama, fuck them people. Okay, you are an amazing mama, and you are, have Blue Ivy and Rumi and Sir and Solange and Mama Tina, okay, and Jay-Z, okay, and Rihanna, okay, everybody on Rock Nation, okay, and Chloe Bailey and Halle Bailey. Have everybody, their mama, come around there on the song and say something, right? And the reason I'm more surprised that once they were told the sample approval you got wasn't valid, they didn't remove it? Or did they remove it? Because I don't even know if it's still there. I probably could have listened to it. Hold on. Because Alien Superstar. Okay. I love her album. Beyonce. I just wonder if it's still there. Beyonce. Renaissance. Let me cut it down. Oh. Oh, so this is the beginning part where they say don't leave the dance floor. The DJ is doing the whole troubleshooting thing. Oh, that part? Okay. I mean, I can say that. I can say that. Hey, me, Beyonce. Anyway, but again, but that's the hard part from sampling. You can think that you know who it is. Child, for Act 3, she don't say, but I'm the only one talking. Fuck all y'all. That could, I wonder if that's what could be holding up Act 3. They want to be sure that no one can come and say, oh, this sample you used from our 1912 song really belong to an old slave who's dead, but their great grandchild is alive, and we just, who knows? Okay, I still love the song, but again, Beyonce said, "Bitch, what you want me to do?" Not for real. They said again, Beyonce's not publicly responding to the lawsuits. Okay, per his report. Again, it's not that they did not get permission. The person who they got permission from, who did the song, wasn't the right person. That's the culprit. Kenya. No, look, the whole housewife roaring 20-year celebrations come around here, and nobody has mentioned Kenya this whole time, okay? And isn't she? I think she's filming another show. Anyway, Kenya will be one of the co-hosts, okay, for the Miss USA pageant. Now, I really forgot they really still do the Miss USA shit. Like, they're doing, anyway. It will be Kenya Moore, and also I said, bitch, the nigga from, not the nigga, she's not a nigga, the white man from 90210, Ian Ziering, do we like him? I know he also did that Shark Other stuff. So it says August 27th, okay, him and Kenya is around here. Now I feel like Kenya is trying her best to stay above water. Keep her name in the news here, keep her name in the news there, and let it be fun. Okay? Because she is a former Miss USA, I think it's great to have her around there. I was like, Kenya, I said, is he even, now first of all, is this him now? I just feel like not that all white men age like spoiled milk, but a part of me still be feeling like some Caucasian people do age like spoiled milk. I want to go to I'm so fucking messy. He did get work done. Hold on. First of all, no tea, no shade, because there are many black people who are old as fuck and still look young. Okay, I don't believe he looked this young. Cause see right here, that ain't no young man. That's how. Look, how old is Ian? He's 60 fucking 2. Okay, he's 62. Bitch, I'm 44. So you want me? This was posted on May 25th. Okay, May 25th. You want me to believe that's him too? Bitch.
She is a goddamn liar. She is a motherfucking liar, is what she is.
That is impossible. Impossible for a plain country bumpkin in a marriage. This, no. I don't know what full of fucking foolishness, okay, I ain't right here using. Okay. That ain't this man's face right now. Okay, that's him on Amazon 210. Okay, that's how he looked on 90210. Bitch. That show ended 26 years ago. Beverly Hills Family 210 ended in 2000. It was on from 1990 to 2000. Ain't no way on God's green earth, on Beyonce's internet, okay, ain't no sound, child. What is he having a stroke? Get your ass up. I'm not, see, Caucasianness. All I'm saying is, I need that man to use his current face. Okay? That's it. That's all. Okay? He can't be around here playing with people's feelings. Okay? That man don't look like that. He don't. And he look good for a 62-year-old Caucasianite. Okay? Ain't nothing wrong with how you look. But, sir, I need you to use your real face. And this face right here, and that face ain't the same. Okay? 2 different decades. Okay? One is grandpa, one is grandchild. Anyway, congrats to him and Kenya. I done pulled that man page up and cuss his ass out. And he looked, you just sometimes need to just accept, hey, you know what I'm saying? My point was, congrats to Kenya. Congrats to Kenya Moore, because AI, Botox, catfishing, I had catfishing, okay. Now I'm about to throw jeans. Who was my favorite on 90210? I don't even remember. I don't think I really had. I mean, I think Dylan. Because Brenda sometimes was a bitch. Kelly was a damn crackhead at one point in time. Donna was the weird virgin. Okay. David was a bit nerdy and out of the, weird to me. I think Dylan is Brandon was, I don't like, not that I did not like the other kid, but I think Dylan was maybe the one who never got on my nerve. You know. But again, congrats to Kenya for keeping her head above water. Okay. Making the work she can. Okay. Even though she is temporarily laid off, she's having a good time. Okay. But you know, we did not see or hear her name mentioned at all with this whole housewives, 20-year, the girl trip shit, the one from city to city, whatever. You know, no one's mentioning Kenya. So I'm happy she's still out here moving and grooving and doing things. Okay. So this is the 75th Diamond Celebration of Miss USA, and she is a former Miss USA. Okay, so again, step into the role you're meant for, Kenya. We love you for it, girl. We love it. Because it's your look. Because some folk, child, then it's go away. Anyway, look at Rihanna. Now, first of all, have you ever seen Rihanna with all 3 kids? So, no, she has 3 kids, right? Uno, dos, and Trace, okay, is, well, RZA, Ryan, and Rocky, her daughter, Rocky. I think we haven't seen the daughter that much. Her daughter has her whole face, okay? Her daughter has her, I feel like that's her twin, you know? So Rihanna was out there visiting her hometown, but her home, you know, at the house where she grew up or whatever. One minute I feel like the kid from Westbury, the next minute I'm bringing my own kids back to Rihanna Drive. Crazy how life works. And they're like, Mama, we want to go. Mama, what we doing here? Mama, let's go. Okay, enough of the pictures. While we in the fence, while we caged in, I wanna go. But again, Rihanna, she's a whole mama. She's a whole mama. It's so crazy that Rihanna has 3. Rihanna got 3 kids. Beyonce got 3 kids. They should do like a little show together. Anyway, but again, congrats to her taking her kids back to where they from. That's cute. I did this already. I'm trying to see what I have now. I did Kandi already. Hold on. Did y'all see Kelly, man? Kelly, you know, who was on the Housewives of Atlanta, I guess wants us to care that she showed off the man face. The man named Jarvis. She called that man Jarvis, and that's who she's been dating for, I think, like a year or so, and whatnot. And can't nobody tell me that Stacey did not make this page. Okay, Stacey made this. Who was Jarvis' page? She also put this post up or whatever. So Kelly out here making posts for the man. Anyway, that's her boyfriend, Jarvis. I don't like his shoes. He's handsome though. He looks young. He looks like he's probably in his 30s. Late 30s. Yeah, his 40s. Okay. So, you know, that's her man and she like it. Drew and Mel. You know, Mel has her 7th Avenue beauty company that she's had, and she's been, you know, going strong with this whole still standing thing because again, Martell was her asshole and whatnot, and she's still doing her own thing and striving to survive. You know, we've seen Martell and Ralph link up, okay, a dynamic duo of debauchery around this bitch, and you know us, you know, hating them both. I don't know who I dislike more. Martell, who publicly was just a disrespectful ass husband to Mel, cheated, had that fucking baby on. But then Ralph, who was just as horrible, and then when you combine horrible with horrible, wanted to smash their heads together, whatever. But Drew and Mel did a collaboration with Mel's 7th Avenue Beauty collection, you know, called the Still Standing collection. One is called The Comeback. One was called Still Hurt. The one was called The Other Side. You know, both of these women are women who were in very public marriages. They went through public scrutiny and public embarrassment because of their husbands, well, ex-husbands. And both, well, I think Mel has came out on the other side of it. Drew was the one trying to start her life over because she's just not getting divorced from Ralph Punk ass. So they did a whole thing together. Now, because I follow both Drew and Mel, and I had seen, hold on, where is it? I had seen this, and I was like, I was so confused. I was like, wait a minute, is that Drew or is that Mel? I said, what is going on? And I said, oh, it was an AI generated promo because they're working together. So it was an AI promotion, you know, that was both of them merged and morphed together. and whatnot. But it kind of tripped me out when I synced it. I'm like, what the hell is going on? I'm like, oh, it's a collaboration, okay? And I think it's sold out already. So it is body oil, body butter, and a perfume. Okay. And it is 3 different versions of it. Okay. So again, one is called Other Side, one is called Still Her, and then one is called The Comeback, of them working together with that. So I was like, that was now this came out like yesterday or day before yesterday. So they put this out of them working together on it. You know what I'm saying? And again, I think Still Her has sold out within the day. And I'm pretty sure by now the rest is probably sold out too. So I had seen that and I was like, cool. 2 women with asshole husbands working together. And then bitch today. Also, because Mel had then did a live the following day because some folk was hating and posting mean comments in the AI promotion talking shit like, why would y'all use AI? And Mel said, bitch, leave me alone. Okay, if you can't do what I can do, don't judge me. So Mel had already went off saying, y'all put judging, and talking shit when we're, 2 women working together, making money together. And I'm also hired a, Black content creator to create the ad. And so what if it's AI? Girl, leave me alone. So that all happened, right? Then today, I was minding my business, okay? And I see, Love and Marriage Huntsville is coming back. And I said, okay. I watched the clips on the social media. I can watch the clips next season. I'm like, what the fuck is they going to do now? One, I want to say condolences because Destiny Daddy died. Hold on. Not hold on. I can see him saying, because child, he gone, but Destiny had posted, oh no, y'all. So I want to say condolences because Destiny Daddy passed away. I believe the last season we knew he was like a little bit sickly. Okay. And it's just, my dad's birthday is on Monday. And I swear to God, when I seen, because I saw someone else post about her father passed, I'm like, her daddy died. And I went to page and I did not comment on her page that I feel like I don't have an issue with Destiny. Okay. However, I have said some things when she's hurt my nerves. So I did not feel like commenting at all, But I do want to say when I heard about it, I swear to God, my heart broke for her because I know how close she was to her daddy. I know how much she loved her father. And child, I can relate. So, condolences, well wishes and prayers and all that shit because losing your parent, bitch, even if you know your parent's sickly, nothing prepares you for when they have to die. I'm like, nigga, how you gonna die like that? You know what I'm saying? So again, condolences to Destiny. Okay, best thing one on her daddy. But as I was, scrolling social media and I see, the show back, whatever. And I see this post. The season come back in a month, so September 12th. And I'm a stickler for how stuff is placed. When I do my thumbnails, I be like placement. I need it to make sense. Okay, I need to be even on one side or the other. I always need the coordination of how stuff is placed in some kind of way to make sense. So when I saw this, I was like, if it's 3 married couples and it's 2 single people, I'm like, Why is Martell in the middle? It all seemed off. Even Marceau and Marceau and Maurice seemed off. I'm like, why would y'all not just put, the Scots up top? Okay, put Nell and Chris, like put both Scots on each end. It's the bookends. Put Nell and Chris in the middle, and then sit Destiny down and Martell down on the sides as well. Because to me that made more sense, right? But then I said, bitch, hold on. I said, it's a shadow. Why they got a shadow? I first thought, is that shade that Mel is the shadow they're trying to avoid or they're trying to ignore or trying to get over, is what I thought. I also realized, Ken and Trisha's gone. Okay. All I seen was this. Okay. That's all I seen. Okay. We then had the cast photos. Okay. Maurice and Kimmy. Fine. Whatever. Mauricio both look off. We seen, Marceau and Tisha. Horrible. Them boots horrible. That dress is horrible. It don't go. Okay. That dress deserves stiletto type heels. Okay. I don't know who put you in them boots in that dress. Okay. I don't know who at all. And truthfully, you should have wore some red heels, white dress, red heels that match the red lipstick. Okay. And Marceau, that bow tie is too good. It's too big. Okay. Just want to say. Listen, okay. We then seen Nell and Chris. Amazing. Now, was everybody wearing big ass ties? Except Maurice. Anyway, Nell and Chris. Nell looks great. Weird pose. Her face looks weird, but her dress looks amazing. Okay. Chris always dressed to the nines. Okay. Great. We then seen Martell, and I said, wait a minute, bitch. Why is it a goddamn shadow? And why the fuck is he holding the world? I said, bitch, is it a dating? Is he dating this? I was like, because it never would make me think on any given Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It would never make me think. Coleslaw ass would be worse. I said, maybe he's dating this season. He's going to give somebody a rose. Whatever. Leisure Suit was out there leisurely. Okay. We then see Destiny. Okay. I said she looks great. Love the dress. Hate the glove. But again, it's fine. So again, I then seen that. I minding my business, right? Bitch. The trailer. Now, if you watching this on the replay, there's a good possibility that I would have to cut out this trailer if I get flagged. Not gonna play it. I'm finna play it. We're gonna watch it and talk through it. Okay. So if you watching this and it cuts out here and it picks up and I'm having a whole different conversation because I had to cut it out. I don't know. Okay. So the trailer.
Hey guys, yeah.
Some rivalries will never die. Okay, the beefation between Martell and the Scots and whatnot. Come on now, fair use, fair fucking use. Okay, the beef and the rivalry between between Martell Holtz and the Scots will never die. You wanna know why? Because Martell and Coleslaw have said that Marceau and Maurice and some of the other motherfuckers too, I have fucking hoes, nigga names. Okay. So we can never be cool if you always come to see my mirror. Even if I'm cheating, they can leave me alone.
Yes, agree to $90 a square foot. You ain't got to be thinking about certain things that you guys not even familiar with.
These things is the only builder at the table. Been in this thing for 20 years. I'm simply better than you.
Okay, bro.
We're trying to elevate the neighborhood.
So remember, we talked about last season, the last time I talked about the show, when all these M's, when Marceau and Tisha had that one house. They've been building for years. They had it sold yet?
Off the damn house.
Are y'all joking?
He better not ever say he better than me at nothing.
Even the best plans are tested. Maurice and Kimmy is on some fuck shit, as usual.
Plan is called Wildly Successful Monster. High school going? University said, hey, I don't think school's for you right now.
Meaning, was Monster kicked out of school? Was Monster flunked out of school? Because the only time a school say, you know what? School ain't for you, is if you not doing right in school.
End of the day, Maurice, maybe you're not the best guy to teach him.
Some choices change everything. And I said, why is he up here with roses? Is this The Bachelor?
Martell, he stepped out his marriage, he cheated. She was pregnant.
I mean, how can you just mess your family up, huh? What made...
I said, bitch, who the fuck? It was at this point. I said, hold up. Hold up. That's a bald-headed man with a harlot on his arm. And I'm like, I know goddamn well. Because it's leading up to Martell cheated. He had a baby. I'm like, because to me, we know Mel left the show. Mel left the show at least 2 seasons ago. Mel been gone for a minute. Okay? So I don't feel like they're disrespecting Mel. You know what I'm saying? Because again, Mel is gone. However, to me, I don't think this show should ever bring on a man's mistress. I, as a wife, I would not want to film with someone who is actively came at me and my husband, and she is a known side piece person. Why the fuck is she here? To me, I'm like, I know that ain't Coleslaw.
You want a relationship with a married man. This girl came in, they messed up that.
I said, bitch, that's Coleslaw. I said, I swear to God. I swear to God. I said,
I do not like that bitch. I'm just gonna be straight up. I do not like that bitch. I do not like her. She is a fake ass bitch to me.
Any side piece who we have seen all of the things she said, what she's done, how she's acted. I'm like, how desperate are y'all as a cast, as a group of people, that y'all would allow? And I say the word allow loosely, but I'm like, y'all proving that bitch's point. When she said, the whole time they talk about me, and that was never true until now. Because she gonna say the show was failing and they had to call me in. And Mel can say the show was failing without me and they had to bring in a fucking mistress, because everyone, including me, will be tuned in not to be entertained by Coleslaw, but to read that bitch for filth at every moment. Because she still has never acknowledged how wrong she was in her actions once she knew that man was married, once she knew he was still actively cheating and sticking around with her on Mel, and she still tried to make Mel the villain. And for that reason, I will never respect that bitch. Ever. Forever.
No, I won't be acknowledging your motherfucking presence anytime I see you.
But I'm disgusted, okay? I just feel like I was like, not on my watch. I could not believe it. I'm like, bitch, they really brought Coleslaw on, knowing people want to watch to see how is Tisha and Kimmy going to act, because Coleslaw has actively went at their marriages. She interviewed the girl who said she fucked both Maurice and Marcel. Yeah, y'all don't watch it. Let me watch it and I'll review it. But let's keep watching.
Family. That's my best friend. I thought he's best.
So Nell is up there shooting scenes with Coleslaw. Bitch, I said I know you. Now remember, y'all, when Mel was on the show, and when we seen I think a picture of Nell next to Coleslaw, Nell made her point to say, I don't know Coleslaw. I don't okay. And now look at you, 2 seasons later, sitting up having a full-fledged conversation with this harlot.
His best friend. I think there has been some feelings developed between Martell and Destiny.
If I had $1 million to bet, have Martell and Destiny mess around, my money's going towards that. Give me my payout.
So now everybody want to say, oh, Martell and Destiny must want to fuck. So they're going to use Martell and Destiny want to fuck each other. Martell bringing on his harlots as a way for the Scotts to not have to dive into anything they got going on.
I never had interest in Destiny like that.
You tried to put your son in Maverick School, and he didn't get in. And talk about my son.
Get out the way, because this is about to get ugly.
Let's go.
Bitch, when I tell y'all, I was like, I know you lying. Let me move it. Hold on. I was like, I know goddamn well, okay, that y'all don't have this bitch round here. Okay, I could not believe it. I was like, now, first of all, she looked like somebody's mom. Okay, whether I'm young and carefree or whatever. Now you remember on Housewives when Nene was teasing Claudia Jordan about that bob? Zip, girl, she up here, zip, little flip girl. Who the fuck put her in? Come on, Diva Nicole. Let them know. The fact that the show was doing so bad, because I don't want anyone to think that Coleslaw is round here because her and Martell are a happy couple and they're together. No. Martell knew last season his time is numbered. He's not building no houses. He's beefing with the Scotts. He has nothing. Okay? He has nothing. He said, Carlos, I'm telling you, bring on Coleslaw. And Carlos knows folks gonna watch. Okay? Carlos, because we messy. We tried to make her, she looks stupid. She's the youngest person on the cast because she's the youngest. She looks old. An old wig, an old dress. Her nails not even done. He looked younger than her. She didn't let this man break her down to look like somebody's old school mom. And the reason this will forever be, hold on, the house that Mel built. Mel has said she does not get any payment from the show because Mel fully walked away. Mel told, she said, I fully left. Mel has no connection, no nothing to the show. And she said, Mel's point was, I don't want to do that shit no more. I don't want no dealings with it. That's why even now, when they had to flash back the stuff that happened, they can't show Mel. Because she said, bitch, leave me out of it. That's why Carlos don't say her name. Yes, that's Knox Maverick mama. And I'm like, she's so gullible. She doesn't get. Martell is using her for a check. Meaning, because this is the thing, and I'm going to be honest, they are going to keep Coleslaw on the season, on the show. Because the Scotts can avoid their lifestyle and their life decisions and their life troubles. People will always come for her. She's going to be beefing because we've seen her mentioning Destiny's son and not her and Destiny beefing. I'm pretty sure Tisha gonna beef or Kimmy gonna beef. And she gonna make it seem like, see, they all need me. They all need me. And Carlos, to me, having to bring someone on the show who was part of ruining the marriage, because it was Martell and Coleslaw. And we see, but it's not surprising because, both Martell and Coleslaw were completely disrespectful to Mel. That's why Mel left the show, because she was tired of the blatant disrespect. And what's crazy is everybody was pissed at Mel for not wanting to put up with Martell bullshit. And now everyone on the show is having to put up with Martell bullshit and his hoe. Okay? And his harlot. Because I'm like, why would y'all, again, I get why she here. Because folks gonna watch, not because she's entertaining, because she isn't, because she's dumb. And she won't, and she, girl, you don't have no editing control. They gonna make you look dumb. They are going to make you look dumb. Now, everyone is going to get paid for you being the fool. Again, thing one, thing two. And I know people, but they together. They not. And even if they are, Martell is with Coleslaw because she accepts his bullshit. Martell was fucking around with Sheree for faith on the Housewives. Okay, we know the only reason Martell is with her is because Mel refuses to be with that man. And Mel called today and said, Martell, I want you back. Come on over. He's leaving Coleslaw on that couch. He's gonna walk barefoot to Mel's house because he wants her. But I'm like, bitch, I know. And so I realize that when we saw the promotional picture, that silhouette is supposed to be Coleslaw. And now maybe they will do a new cast photo and add Coleslaw in. I don't know. But can you imagine you are dating that man and they put you as a blank shadow? Can you imagine? You supposed to me, and again, and I'm saying this again, maybe they did this and they will later on add Coleslaw in and have her sit next to Martell on the couch. I don't know. I don't know. The way this is all set up, it don't look like there's no room for her. I was like, bitch. I was so aggravated simply because that lady is a harlot. Okay? That lady is a harlot. If we ever seen one. And she is going to milk this shit for all it's worth, making it seem like the show needed her in order to survive. And everyone always, the show has always been about me, and she gonna do all this shit. I would never, if I was Tisha and Kimmy, I would be like, no. Because she don't think y'all need her, girl. Who else? Because I think I'm done. Oh, I gotta do Toni. I did them. Wait, who did I do everybody else already? I think I did everybody else. Toni was this little stuff. I meant to say that for last, but I kept passing it. I kept seeing the video all weekend of Krishan and Blueface on the damn bed, child, that baby hanging out for the weekend. I have, it was really, really, I can remember being young and dumb. We all, as women, I think most females, maybe a couple guys, whatever. We, at one point or the other, have done something dumb for some man. Okay, or just have been so drunk in love in our early years, we just didn't know. Krishan,
I probably like, why are you with this man? I really love him. Not the fake kind, like, I love him. I love him. I love him. I love him. We're gonna barbecue tonight. Are we gonna barbecue? Mm-hmm. See, that's CCQ. Yeah, I started being a little bitter because I'm worried about my mental health, but then your mental health. Like, long story short, it's just a messed up situation. I can't really speak on it, but I'm sorry, I'm sorry, and I love you, and I want to figure out the solution for that situation because I love you for real. Like, what? You know who we is? We bigger than Jay and Beyonce.
Bitch, what?
And no shade to them, but we love them, but this out shit. Or shit. You don't agree?
Like that.
You don't agree?
Like that tea.
You don't agree?
You are spitting right now.
You don't agree?
You are really spitting right now.
You don't agree? So you agree?
I am proud of
All
you.
right, come on.
I am proud of you. You are really spitting.
No, do it. Do it.
You are spitting.
Do it. Okay, let's check.
I don't, I think so. Was at the house, child, going crazy, going absolutely insane because he was on stream all weekend hanging out with Krishan. Hold on. You imagine you are 7-8 months pregnant with this man, baby, and you see this man lay up in the bed with a baby he keeps in his. Okay, and when I kept seeing the different clips of them all weekend together,
can I get this from you?
I'm like, I can't imagine being at the house just chilling. And my dude is out here publicly with his ex and the baby. Like, it was completely, child is in the pool hanging out.
Prayer warrior, no praying woman. Do you not know your name is Jonathan? John? John the Baptist was Jesus Christ's cousin? You know how deep your name is to begin with?
Jessica for the ship.
I ain't even let y'all know. And you know it's crazy. Y'all like, we like married technically. All right, I'll keep that to myself.
You at home pregnant.
It beats. I'm with mine 24/7. Ain't never put mine to the side. And if the nigga ain't claiming mine, I ain't never with him. I ain't gliding with him, sliding with him. Ain't none of that. Kissing on him, touching him, fucking him. None of that. You heard me? None of that. It's cool. It's cool. It's no problem. Because once the day this nigga choose to not claim ours, even though he know that's ours, oh, bitch, she ain't even got to worry about a bitch like me. Fuck. The fuck? So it's cool. He really liked that bitch.
Again, I don't know how anybody can. And when he went back home, the pregnant girl was still there, upset. And he was like, well, bitch, you know what it is. Bitch, you know I'm going to be whoever. Bitch, and I mean, he verbatim. Bitch, you know who I am. I have other people. Bitch, what you mad for? I'm like, and this is the thing. I no longer blame him because technically, he is being honest and showing all of these ladies that he not shit. Like, he is honestly showing them, he is showing them, you know, I'm not trying to be a one-woman man at all. And he ran around. I can't imagine.
What?
Once my nigga came home, like, one, I wouldn't be there. Two, once he got home, most of his stuff, I'm talking about young 20-something-year-old JayLee, if I was their age, because I'm 44, I'm not their age. If I lived in this day and age where we have social media and we can see shit in real time, and I can see my dude on the internets with his kid, with the lady baby who he said ain't his, and they just up here together, child, chilling. Like, I'm not at home pregnant. Once he gets back to his house, the house burnt down. Like, I didn't burn down. The house is gone. I don't know what happened. And Krishan is like, I love him. You know, I love him. And I'm like, we all loved someone who did not deserve it. I think the difference is she's so stuck in that shit. It's gonna be like 10 years before she realizes she's wasted 15 years on that man. And he not like back in our day, like they would lie to us. And we just wouldn't know until we found out. So he not lying to nobody. When I saw him tell that pregnant girl, bitch, and he kept telling her, bitch, you knew where I was and what I was doing. So why you upset? Bitch, you know what it is. That's why you're upset. And once somebody says to you, you know what it is, bitch, how are you upset? Now hold on.
So
I think you're stupid.
You don't know when you look stupid if you're stupid.
I think you're stupid. You went from saying you're not claiming a kid to be around that kid acting like their daddy. Congratulations. I look stupid. Here he is trying to make me look less of a person. You're calling me a bitch.
So what? Yeah, because you're stupid. So
I think you're stupid.
You don't know when you look stupid if you're stupid.
I think you're stupid. You went from saying you're not claiming a kid to be around that kid acting like their daddy.
Wow, bitch, first of all, I'm not finna argue with you over you showing me you don't want to be with me. And I'm like, you do look dumb.
Be nice.
Okay.
Greet me. Give me a kiss. Welcome back.
Okay.
Cause all this shit, you acting like you ain't know I was with another.
Okay.
This the attitude of a bitch that don't know her nigga with another bitch. It's not the attitude of a bitch that know what's going on. That's why.
Okay.
So I'm a delusional worst nightmare because all I'm gonna do is look you in the face and tell you the truth. Be nice.
Okay.
Greet me. Give me a kiss. Well,
I'm a be nice and say, hey bitch, I got somebody else. So we can no longer be upset with him because he's not lying to nobody. They're putting up with it. That's the get you gotcha. Okay. He like, yes, I'm gonna do whatever. I'm gonna be over here with fuck because you can't tell me he was fucking up for Sean that whole weekend. Apparently. So I just feel like I'm gonna give Krishan grace because at one point I was young and dumb too. My luxury, I was young and dumb at a point in time where I couldn't see what my nigga was doing behind my back. But once I found out, it wasn't cool at the crib at all. I got my leg back, you know what I'm saying? But he's like, yeah, I'm gonna keep being dumb and asshole, and y'all gonna like it. And the dick can't be that good. The dick was dirty. Okay, anyway. I also had Toni. Cardi. I had Cardi cussing y'all out again. Hold on.
When y'all complain, y'all don't make me want to sit down and be like, you know what? Well, maybe I need to start doing this. Maybe I need to start doing this. Maybe I should need to start doing this and more and that. No, it made me want to say, bitch, shut the fuck up, suck my dick, and I ain't doing shit now. How about that?
Because Cardi B is in New York, I think, right now. Her and Cash Doll were seen on the streets of New York. They were making a video. I believe Cash Doll was gonna be on the I remix. And so Cardi's like, look, y'all be complaining about what I'm doing, bitch. I'm busy. I don't want to do nothing.
That's the type of person I am. I know sometimes y'all want to compete, y'all wanna be on, I wanna be top 10, I wanna do this. I know sometimes y'all want music videos like WAP, money, blah, blah, blah. But it's not gonna be like that all the time. Not everything is the same aesthetic. Close the door for me, please. Not everything's gonna be as the same aesthetic as the other ones. Okay? Y'all know I have not been in the studio. Y'all know I have not been doing all of that shit right now because, like I said, I was going to take off this summer. I told myself this summer, I'm going to take off. I'm going to live my best life. I worked my ass off in the beginning of the year. I went through a breakup. This summer, I'm all the way outside. I'm going to drink. I'm going to have fun. I'm going to live my life. I'm going to do everything that I did. Everything. And I'm going to focus more on my businesses because I got to show more love on the businesses. Not only do I got Grow Good out here that's growing rapidly, I got other shit going on. As well.
Meaning stop trying to get me to only do music. Stop complaining that I haven't put out a new video or that I have brands, I have sponsorships, I have brand deals, I got my Grow Good hairline and all these things. I think it's smart. Cardi did enough for her tour and a couple, at least that AHA single, to hold her off for the rest of the year. You know what I'm saying? So, fuck them people. She was also out celebrating. Child, Cardi was out here with her and Tim Taylor out, girl. When she said, bitch, I am having a good time. Okay, I am outside. Okay, me and Tiana's out here twerking on each other. Okay, what is going on? I said, girl, Tiana, put your nipples up, girl. What are you doing, girl? Get some pasties. Tiana, and she know her, she know what she do. Girl, put your titties up. So Cardi and Tiana out here, child, just two single women, you know, two divorced women who are moms, who are busy, and who deserve to have a good time, child, and that may include rubbing. Now, look, I don't have any friends who I be rubbing up on in the clubs. Okay, I don't have any friends who I'm like, yeah, we don't do that. We didn't even do that when I was younger. That's some new shit. Anyway, but girl, have fun, child. Okay, have fun. Again, when you young, successful, and you want to have a good time, girl, go have a good time, girl. Go ahead, have a good time. Rub yourselves together and whatever. And shy, messy. Toni Braxton. Toni Braxton posted a whole celebrating 2 years of bliss, happy anniversary. Toni, will you ever post a picture of you and Birdman together? I just feel like when you do a happy anniversary picture post of your wedding or your marriage, like why not post you and your husband? You know, last year she did, the 1 year post with her ring on hold and the bouquet. And then this year she had, put this one up of her in a wedding dress. I think Toni put that red dress on 2 days ago. Okay. And I'm not hating on that lady. I just feel like, Toni, if you're going to be posting happy anniversary to you and that man, can you at least have his hand in the picture? That's it. At least a hand. But we get 1 year, we got a bouquet. This year you in a wedding dress. I don't even think she wore a wedding dress or her wedding. I don't. I think she was out here in army fatigues and they was rapping on them a soldier. Okay, and Big Timers. Okay, and Lil Wayne was a flower bearer. I just feel like it's what is going on. Okay, now again, we wish them many years of wedded bliss. But I'm like, these solo pictures on your wedding anniversary is giving, is y'all really married? Again, celebrating 2 years of bliss, happy anniversary. Again, congratulations. We love you, Toni. You're an idol. You're an icon. Where your husband at? I just feel like when you post a happy anniversary post, like, matter of fact, no, just post a picture of Birdman. We don't even see you. Or maybe she's saying I'm married to myself. Okay. Maybe her point is I am the bride and the groom. I don't know. I think that's all I want to get into today. Okay. Because all the other stuff was like this random stuff I had saved that I'll maybe get into tomorrow. So we are done. Okay. It's before midnight. I can get ready for bed. I can get myself prepared for my long ass work day tomorrow. Okay. One, I want y'all to make sure that y'all have already liked this video. Okay, subscribe to my channel, share the video and all that good stuff. Y'all know the new rule for me in my lives is if I'm going to be live on the weekday, the live will be set sometime between 5 and 6 p.m. because I want to wait to the end of my work day to be sure I have the energy to come on. So I will no longer be posting lives early because I don't want to post. I'm going to be live and I have a long work I got to cancel. Okay. So again, if you come look at my page between like 5 p.m., 6 p.m., the live should already be set if I will be live that day. Okay. But again, I want y'all to go to bed. Have a good night. Okay. Coleslaw and Marshmallow Clowns. And I still cannot believe the ladies on the show. I will be reviewing Love of Mary Huntsville because I have no choice. Okay. Y'all don't have to watch. I do. Okay. But have a good night, y'all. Go to bed. it was today's Tuesday. I'm gonna come live one day, another day this week. I just don't know which day. Again, as I told her earlier, we're building a new system, a new business system at work. It's been crazy busy. So I plan to come live either tomorrow, Thursday, or Friday for sure. One of these days. Okay? One of these days. But I love y'all. Have a good night. Go to bed and be good. I gotta go.